Ad Astra. Thank you for Hey! How did we circle back here again? We're way behind schedule.
Let's get it on! I'm going in!
Next on the agenda...
Sucker for a punch, huh?
Everyone hold hands!
Let's light it up! Look alive!
Yeah! Access denied.
You won this one. You won this
We're way
one.
behind schedule. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
A fellow gambler.
Let's get it on!
You won this one. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract. No touching!
Teamwork is strength!
Access denied.
Let's light it up!
Committed to memory. No touching.
Off we go! Look alive! Gloves off!
This may turn a little. Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
Buckle up! I'm going in!
No touching!
I see everything. The past one.
open!
Truth repeats its course. Adventure. Let's light it up. Right now. Yeah. Too late for regrets. Dare to mess with me? I'm going in! Punishment! Gears of the storm! see about that.
Emerge, right here, right now.
Even though most of the Academia's restrictions have significantly relaxed, I need to stay here to keep an eye on the situation. Kale, can you head to Sumeru City and find out why—
Does it have to be me?
I'd only assign a job this important to someone I trust. Are you not feeling—
Oh no, I'm fine. I've completely recovered. It's just that if I'm going to see her...
I know. You'll have a tough time if you go by yourself.
Oh, hey there!
Ah, it's been a while. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about asking you to accompany Kale to Sumeru City. Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just that this matter concerns research banned by the Academia. Not the sort of thing you— Also, you happen to know about this situation? There are very few people I can trust to be discreet right now. It's complicated, and this isn't the best place to talk about it. We'll fill you in on the details once you might have heard about her in Sumeru before. Her name is Faruzan, and she's a very experienced senior researcher. Let's just say that a huge part of Ksharowar's mechanical research over the past 100 years have used her academic discourse and manuscripts as their foundation. She is, but she vanished for 100 years because of a certain incident. She only returned to the academia after. Because of that, her current personality can be a bit strange, as is her attitude toward.
I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
She doesn't have bad intentions, so you don't have to be scared.
I'll try.
Yes, Ksharawar and Spontamod researchers are often quite prejudiced, so I can't trust them with this matter. However, Faruzan isn't influenced by modern thinking. In our previous correspondence through letters, she indicated that she'd be willing to help. It's already past our arranged meeting time, but she still hasn't shown up. I don't think so. With her personality, it's more likely that she got wrapped up in some sort of trouble. Anyway, can you go with Kale?
Thank goodness.
I'm counting on you too. Kale, don't push yourself too hard. Just go there. Our task is important, but not that urgent. If Faruzan really is in some trouble, come back and tell me about it. After all, if she's distracted by other things, it'll affect her ability.
All right, let's go!
Sorry, what did you say? Oh, could you repeat yourself? As you know, I'm sure, hearing goes with age.
Farzan, I said that you need to give us an answer.
Ah, yes. And did you forget to add madam when you addressed me earlier?
Your hearing is perfectly fine. Madam Farzan, we don't want to make things difficult for you. However, you haven't been teaching courses. Isn't this rather problematic as an advisor? Never mind the students. Even other advisors are starting to
And who, if I may ask, complained? If they have any issue with me, tell them to talk to me themselves rather than waste any of your time. You don't have to tell me anything. I very well know that it's those people from Haravatat. How I wish they'd put their time into doing proper research instead.
But, Madam Farzan, it has been a long while since you last made any...
Academic contribution cannot simply be divided between the tangible and the intangible. The issue here, I believe, is that the reviewer doesn't understand the very... In any case, it makes no sense to use a metric like this to evaluate a mentor. Which sage...
Wait! Madam Farzan, please let...
That's her, all right. But the person with her doesn't look like a much. Shh! She hates it when people call her... Her body apparently stopped aging during the year she was gone. So that's why she looks the same as she did 100 years ago. Okay, I think I'm ready for this.
Anyway, Akara Crafts and the leader of Ksharawar would like to... They're wondering if you'd be interested.
Ah, Kale! Why are you here at the Academia? Are you feeling better now?
I'm much better, Madam Farzan.
Have you been sleeping well? You seem to be developing some eye bags. Is that brat Tainari forcing you to stay up late again?
No, it's because I'm a slow learner. It's not mastered.
It's good to be hardworking, but you need to take care of... I'll have to give Tainari a right talking to when I see him. I'll also prepare...
There's...
Ah, and is the person beside you the legendary traveler? Oh, I've heard much about you before. In fact, I've been meaning to meet you for a while now. It is thanks to you, after all, that the Academia is finally getting back on its feet.
Madam Farzan...
I'd wager it's those Kasharawar dunderheads finding excuses so that I'd go to their darshan. Say no more. I have no plans to change my field of research.
If you're this unwilling to participate in the collaborative project, you can... It might be difficult to teach a course with topics that only fall within You can teach a course or participate in a collaborative project. If you don't do either, it'll be hard for me to persuade the advisors and...
Could you not give me a few more days to consider? This matter has been delayed for so long already.
That's precisely the issue. If you don't give an answer today, I fear that someone will soon escalate their complaints to the sages.
What a waste of free time these folks are. Now you two are here at Tainari's behest, I take it. I'm sorry, but given the current situation, it looks like I'll have to come over some other day. Of course. I shall need some time to think as well.
What now? Master said there's no rush, but I know that he's been busy working on something at Paradise DI, so he hasn't returned to Gandharvaville for several days now. I feel for Madame Farazan, but I still want to ask her to come with us. But if I get her in trouble with the Academia, then she won't have the time to help Master. What should I do? Oh, this is such a headache. Yeah, that would be the best for them both. I'll check with Master later and see if there's anything I can help him with. But I'm sure he'll say, the best thing you can do now is study hard, so I don't have to give you remedial lessons. Huh? Oh yes! This way she can get her problem sorted out quickly, and then she can go see Master. So if I also stay and help... that still sounds kinda... Okay then. I'm counting on you.
Huh. I have to teach students from Haravatat, or owe Kasharawar a favor. It strikes me that they might be even less happy about such a deal than I am.
I think I can...
We're back, Madame Farazan. The Traveler said that he can stay and...
Oh! Why, I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I'm rather curious about the type of person the Traveler is. You were the one who taught Azar a lesson after all. That said, will I be troubling you? Is that so? Good. It does so happen that I do have something I need help with. Now, should I apply to teach a course with Haravatat, or join the collaborative project that Kasharawar is proposing? Honestly, I don't want to choose either of them.
You might have heard of it before. Haravatat is an academic faction that researches languages and runes. 100 years...
Now, not was. Still am.
Yes, of course. But current...
In summary, I mean to interpret
The research method is supported. Also, there are fewer and fewer unexplored ruins left nowadays, and Kasharawar researchers...
They're far too complacent. Ancient mechanisms are more dangerous and complex than one might imagine. I'm telling you, things weren't like this 100 years ago. Nowadays, all people are interested in are mainstream subjects in popular research. Even if they attended my course, I wouldn't be interested in teaching that. Also, the people here think that my research is outdated and unrealistic, so they keep cutting my funding. Why, I think they could all stand to learn from Kale. She's a hard-working child and respects her elders.
Huh? Why me?
If only those who came to my lectures were more like you. Speaking of which, are you feeling better? You don't have to confine yourself to Gandharvaville anymore, right?
I just remembered that I have a lot of studying to do. I need to head back.
Are you telling me to start a reading course for Kale?
Huh?
Wait. Although Tainari has academic dealings with the Academia, he isn't considered part of it. This means that Kale isn't technically a student.
No, he's right. The old academia became consumed by their arrogance precisely because they ignored the public. There must surely be many people like Kale and Sumeru who are passionate about learning, but cannot study due to various reasons. The old academia paid no heed to them. But if I start a reading course for Kale as a pilot, perhaps this shall come to benefit many more people in the future.
I'll need to go back and ask.
Oh, save yourself the extra trouble. I'll come with you. If there's any arguments to be had, we shall sweep them aside. Traveler, Kale, do wait for us a little while outside.
Wait! I can't believe she rushed right in after we arrived. She's really headstrong. Oh, no, not really. Madame Farazan is a brilliant scholar. Even Master thinks so. If she's really going to teach me how to read, it'll definitely be... It's just that she can get a bit too passionate sometimes. I don't know how to handle that. Maybe it's because she wants to take me in as a student? It's just like that researcher said. The academia has come... I don't really get it. But it does seem like Haravitat's students aren't students who are interested in mechanisms and... Madame Farazan also refuses to accept... But she seems to like my attitude toward learning. So she often asks me if I'm willing to become her... it's because I'm a slow learner that I have no choice but to stay up late and study. Whenever she compliments me, I feel really guilty. It's not that. Madame Farazan respects my choices. She hasn't been trying to persuade me. She sometimes brings food to Gandharvaville for me. And now that you mention it, it does feel a bit like that.
Kale, Traveler, thank you for waiting. The issue has... I argued with the higher-ups and convinced them of the practicality and necessity of educating the general public. If I'm not mistaken, they're the students of my classmates' students. They're a lot less forceful than their predecessors, though. I'd say they caved rather quickly.
Amazing.
It's just that we need to fill in every single page of the application. It's been a century, but the academia is as picky as ever. Let's see now. What do we need to fill in? That's a bit too general, I'd say. After all, this class's target audience is... As such, we'll need a more specific...
That's true.
And you have your job as a forest ranger, Kale. People who attend this course in the future are also likely to have life...
Master always tells me that
It must have been difficult. Expanding literacy is a So that's next on the list. I fear that I'm at a loss as to which books youngsters... Fair. Kale, what have you...
Me? I've been reading light novels from Inazuma.
Light novels? This is my first time hearing about such a thing, but I doubt I will procure suitable teaching materials from the House of Dana.
Wait for us, Madame Farazan! You wouldn't think someone as fast as her is over 100. Let's pick up the pace and catch up to her!
What a long and mildly ungrammatical title. And what?
Is this your first time seeing a light novel, ma'am? Oh, they're the most popular of books nowadays.
Fine. One shouldn't judge a book by its cover after all.
Of course. Why don't you try this one? It's Outlander Brigade, When the Wind of Death...
I heard that this book's author describes
Now, I've only skimmed through a few pages, but it feels like it's all fight scenes. There are only subjects and predicates.
Subjects?
The protagonist just ends up fighting in every scene with no proper build-up. Will anyone even enjoy a story that's only comprised of fights?
How about... the good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I...
A reincarnation isekai story? Those are pretty
Isekai? What in the world is that? Also, why do tropes? Those fictional rules used to push the plot forward, yes? They're definitely effective.
Sorry. What is...
However, this book doesn't explain how reincarnation correlates to becoming stronger.
How about this? I had to fight tooth and nail to get this in stock.
Oh, that's the latest volume of Onibudo!
Now that's a rather normal title length. Oh, Kale.
Yes, but I don't like it that much. Madam? Are you going to use this?
Let me see. The dialogue flows quite well, but their third eye of perception, illusory mirror, and so on, are these terms that are tied?
I also thought those names were strange when I was reading them.
It's impossible to derive the meaning of these phrases in isolation. Also, or did the protagonist purposely create these strange names to disorient their foes? So there's no deeper purpose. It's quite hard to understand.
You're right. It's such a weird book. But you keep wanting to
Even the most popular book in Sumeru back then had greater depth than anything written today. Yes, a Bahumano researcher wrote it while the plot had many twists. The world building was fantastic, and even the writing could withstand scrutiny. Even the sages back then all described the story.
Is there a book like that in Sumeru? I've never heard of such a thing before.
It's called Tales of Shariar. Do you sell it here?
Tales of Shariar? I don't think I've...
About 100 years ago.
100 years ago? Are you pulling my leg? What sort of book can...
The Legend of Antara is popular to this very day, isn't it? I just heard someone telling it a few days. If an old story like that is still being shared, then Tales of Shariar must be even more popular.
Even if that is the case, I really don't care.
What? Is that... I can't believe they've allowed the people...
Tales of Shariar. Oh, wait. I think I heard an antique... I mean, it is a book from 100 years...
Tales of Shariar is considered an antique now? How could the Academia have let such an excellent work of literature be forgotten like this? Traveler, Kale, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's...
Madam, wait! Oh no. You asked me why I'm scared of Madame Farazan, right? It's because I'm afraid of that ancient language she researches, because I can barely understand any of it. Even so, what if researchers from 100 years ago like to use ancient languages in their books? We've got...
Found it! The 5th volume.
Wow, you actually...
I never thought this book would ever get sold.
All right, that's our teaching material secured. We also now know what to call this course.
Can I... Luckily, the language being used here isn't ancient at all. I can recognize it.
As long as the writing is good, readers won't need any illustrations to imagine. Worry not, I shall... After... Sir, do you have the subsequent volume?
I don't think so.
Is that so? And here I thought I could finally read the ending. Never mind, I'll keep searching for the later volumes myself. If I'm to use it as a teaching...
I don't have those either.
Is this series really that popular?
No. It's not popular at all. Rather, there's absolutely no...
No demand? Impossible.
Seriously? No one told me that this book was anything...
Where did you get this from? Can you still contact the seller?
I'm afraid not. This book was sold together with a whole bunch of antique furniture. I didn't even notice it initially. Otherwise, the Matra would have come knocking. Wait, is this book actually worth a lot? It can't be, right?
That's impossible. No matter how strict the Academia was, there's...
I do remember a passerby skimming through the book a few days ago. However, he simply sighed.
He sighed? Why would he react like that? I'm sorry. Traveler, Kale, please give me a moment. Why is there another misunderstanding between Ali and Aziz? Also, why is there no mention of the Desert Gem at all? And a new character is introduced with no foreshadowing at all? Also, is this really the Tales of Shariar?
Well, that passerby reacted in much the same way. It's Mada from the cafe over there. You know, the fellow who spends all day telling the legend of Since that's also a very old...
Then let's go ask around at the... Huh?
Dare to mess with me?